Good morning, everyone. Today we will continue our chapter 9th of Political Science of Part B. And our topics are NDA third and NDA fourth phase, issues of development and governance, Mandal Commission and rise of BJP. Now, NDA third and fourth phase we are going to discuss. Bharatiya Janata Party led by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He got an absolute majority in the Lok Sabha election held in May 2014. And after nearly 30 years in Indian politics, a strong government with an absolute majority was established at the center. So the NDA third, the BJP-led coalition of 2014, it was largely different its predecessors coalition government. When the previous coalition were led by one of the national parties, NDA third coalition was not steered by a national party that is led by the BJP. It was also dominated by the BJP within the absolute majority in the Lok Sabha. It was also called a surplus majority coalition. In that sense, major transformation could be seen in the nature of the coalition politics, which could be seen from one party led coalition to one party dominated coalition. So in 2019 Lok Sabha election, BJP again got the majority in the Lok Sabha, or again they have formed the coalition government, or it is known as the NDA government. They have got 350 seats out of 543 seats, and the BJP on its own, they have got 303 seats in the Lok Sabha. The biggest number any single party has won in the lower house since 1985, when Congress swept the election in the aftermath of Srimati Indira Gandhi assassination. So, social scientific have been means equating that the contemporary party system with the BJP system. When era of one party dominance like the Congress system has once again start appearing on the democratic politics of the India. Now, second topic is issues of development and governance. A major change in Indian politics after 2014 in the shift from the caste and religion-based party politics to the developed and governance oriented politics. With its pre-intended goal, Sabka Saath Sabka Vikas, NDA third government started several socio-economic welfare schemes to make development and governance accessible to the masses, such as the Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, Deen Dayal Upadhyay Gram Jyoti Yojana, and Kisan Fasal Bima Yojana, and Beti Padhao, Desh Bachao, Ayushman Bharat Yojana, etc. All these are scheme intended to take administration to the doorstep of the common man by the making the rural households, and particularly the women, a real beneficiary of the central government schemes. The success of these schemes could be seen from the result of 2019 Lok Sabha election, where the voter across states, caste, uh, classes, communities, gender, religion, both back of the issues of development and governance to the center stage under the BJP, led by NDA government. And the current change with Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, and Sabka Viswas. Now, our next topic is Mandal Commission. Janta Party government appointed a commission in 1978 to look into the recommendation ways to improve the condition of backward classes. The commission was officially known as the second backward class commission, and it was popularly called the Mandal Commission. The commission gave its recommendation in 1980. By then, the Janta government had fallen. The commission advised the backward classes should understood to mean backward castes. Since many castes other than the scheduled castes were also treated as the low in the caste hierarchy. So, the recommendation reserving 27% of seats in the educational institutions and the government job for the OBCs. Mandal Commission also made many other recommendations like the land reforms to improve the condition of the OBCs. In August 1990, National Front government decided to implement one of the recommendation of Mandal Commission pertaining reservation of OBCs in jobs in central government and public sector undertakings. This decision sparked agitation and violent protest in many parts of the country. The decision was also challenged in the Supreme Court and came to be known as the Indra Sahani case. The Supreme Court gave a ruling upholding the decision of the government. Now, our last topic is rise of BJP. After the fall of Janata Party, its breakup, the supporters of the Jansangh formed the Bharatiya Janata Party in 1980. BJP could not achieve much success in the election of 1980 to 1984. In 1984, it could win only 2 seats in the Lok Sabha. Two development around 1986 become uh, central to the politics of the BJP as the Hindutva party. First is Sahabano case. In 1985, 62-year-old divorced Muslim woman, Sahabano, filed a case maintenance from her husband. The Supreme Court ruled in her favor. This was seen by the Orthodox Muslims and in interference in Muslim personal law. On the demands of some of Muslim leaders, the government passed the Muslim Women Protection of Rights on Divorce Act 1986 that nullified the Supreme Court judgment. The BJP criticized this action. So the Congress government and as an unnecessary means a concession and the uh, minority means appeasement. So second is Ayodhya dispute. The BJP they have got the benefit of these disputes. Ayodhya dispute. The second development was the order of the Faizabad District Court in February 1986. The court ordered that the Babri Masjid premise be unlocked so that the Hindu could offer prayer at the site which they consider as a temple of Lord Rama. So the BJP made these issue as a major electoral and politics plank. So they have BJP they have got the benefit of these dispute in the election. So these are our topics. Hope it is clear to all. Thank you so much.